because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington football team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Haskins. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Antonio Gibson
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, 39 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Chargers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Herbert's
call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, 44 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
10. At their own 47.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Switch gears, switch gears. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught left side, Williams.
Herbert.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
13 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The Charger ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
14.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Shedding through the defense. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He'll get that complete to Reed. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Herbert on 1st down now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard
line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 13.
From 4 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Hauschka for the extra point.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Good.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Washington 7. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you've got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mark 54. Mark 54. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On the play.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the ball for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
37-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
45.
On play action, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he said, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. caught on the right side, Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. It's Eckler again. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
28-yard gain.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. This completes to Henry over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Chargers 28, Washington 10. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Washington 10. Stephen Hauschka.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here.
Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run here with Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Chargers.
On the give, this is Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 48, Washington 17. Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game that maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
23-yard line.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 30 yards there.
1st and 2.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Haskins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now in desperation, this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Final score, Chargers 48, Washington 24.